Hey everybody, great to have you back here in the fish tank. Now today we're going to dive into the latest updates for Vaultbreakers, which is the latest game that Minion Masters developer BetaDwarf are working on. So we're going to have a look at a brand new official gameplay trailer they've dropped, a bit of an update, and then we'll dive in and see what's going on, because there is a playtest going on at the moment. Now, in true fish fashion, I have left this to the last day of the playtest, so if you're watching this and you want to get involved, you probably can't, unfortunately, but there is another playtest coming up, actually, and let me just quickly check on my other monitor. Next playtest is scheduled for October the 30th, so keep that in mind if you want to check it out. Yeah, without any further ado, we're gonna jump in. But let me just remind you, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all things BetaDwarf, Minion Masters, Vaultbreakers, all that good stuff. And get involved in the discussions in the comments and give us a thumbs up if you enjoy it. I know you haven't watched the video yet. Keep it in mind. Give it a thumbs up later if you enjoyed it. Now, all the stuff that we're going to go through today is going to be available either on the Steam page, the YouTube page, or on the Vaultbreakers website. So I'll put links to all that stuff in the description. So if you want to find it yourself, you definitely can do. Right. So one thing I want to remind ourselves about, and if I just find it for myself here, what is Vaultbreakers? And Vaultbreakers has changed a lot over the development years that it's been in development, I would say. From a purely PvE game, player versus environment, to a PvE, PvPvPvE, player versus player, also versus environment, so PvP introduced into it, and now they're expanding on that a little bit. So what their current description of the game is Vaultbreakers is a top-down, high-stakes adventure action RPG. Fight challenging bosses in heroic brawler combat, explore a dynamic world that reacts to your actions, reclaim lost relics and escape. Play solo or with friends in savage PvE and PvPvE modes. So those two modes are something we can talk about, because previously there was only PvPvE. There was no just PvE with no PvP. And just to clarify, PvP is player versus player when you play against other people. PvE is player versus environment when you're against the computer and stuff. Right, so let's go through their latest trailer. Of course, it's available on their Steam page, on YouTube, everywhere. And it's been featured on some big websites as well, so quite a lot of eyes on this game. And a reminder, I don't know how many people have been involved in this playtest, they didn't tell us that yet, but in the playtest last time, there was like 35,000 people or something that got involved, so quite a lot of people, which is cool. Anyway, let's check this out. So here you can see the kind of the top down. Looks kind of like League of Legends in a way, from a sort of a graphics perspective, from a camera perspective. You can see this is player versus environment. That's a cool stuff. Train coming through, frost to stop the train, so like an ice block. Of course, as well as player versus player, there's player versus environment as well. Build your haven, that's new for this. We'll check that out. Remember, this is an extraction game. So the idea is you load in, you get some stuff, and you get back out. If you die, I think if you die, you lose maybe half of your stuff, so it's not quite you lose everything. So here, this is PvP. Player against player. Are you ready? Vaultbreakers, there we go. And remember, you can get your key at vaultbreakers.com, find out everything about it. So that's a cool look into that. And definitely a good video to give you a quick overview of the kind of game it is and what you can be expecting from it. Right. So next thing I wanted to go through, and we will get to gameplay very quickly, but there's just some things that we just need to mention here, and this is on the Vaultbreakers news page on their website, and excitingly, they've had an investment from Square Enix, which I believe is a game publisher, and definitely a name that I'm familiar with in that I've heard of it. Not really know too much about them, but I've definitely heard of it. So that's cool that they've had an investment, and we'll just go very quickly through here. So they're honoured to welcome Square Enix to the BetaDwarf family. Funding will help us improve our production capabilities and deepen Vaultbreakers' ongoing community-driven development. And a quick quote from the general manager over there at Square Enix. Enix? I don't know, let me know in the comments which is correct. Square Enix is always looking for high-quality games and talented development studios. When I played Vaultbreakers, I was genuinely excited by the experience of connecting with other players and exploring its rich world. After visiting BetaDwarf and learning about the team's mission and passion, we decided to invest in them to help them realise the dream and bring this game to players around the world. Very cool. So, as we said, playtest. The playtest did start in July. Oh, so it finished on July the 9th, but actually it was extended by a day, so thank God that happened. Otherwise you wouldn't have this video. So solo and duo queues. That's a new thing. Previously, it was a queue. You could load in on your own or in a duo, but it was all the same queue. Whereas now it's split, solo and duo queues. So I think if you play on your own in solos, you'll only meet other solo people, which definitely seems fair. Because what they did before is if you loaded in on your own, because there was a potential for you to be fighting duos, there was sort of like a buff if you were on your own to make you more powerful, to give you a chance against the duos. And as we'll hopefully see kind of soon, Haven changes. So the Haven, which is kind of the lobby where you've got all the NPCs that you can interact with, buy goods from, stuff like that. It's getting new upgrades. You'll notice that Haven will be completely empty to start with. So it's going to be like a quest line, I guess. You start with an empty Haven and you have to help them build it together. Right. So that's kind of the stuff that I wanted to go through, I think, quickly. We do have some patch notes. We don't need to go through these in any sort of detail, but just to clarify, as we spoke before, these split queues are going to be implemented, so you can queue up as a solo player to only play against other solo players. So that's kind of nice. You can also go into the duo queue as a solo if you want to for the extra challenge. So that's definitely cool. Reworked matchmaking system, Haven upgrading added, so we'll get into that. I haven't read this yet, not prepared at all, but we'll just quickly go through, see if there's anything that appears particularly interesting. Some reworks to some of the players, some of the characters. We'll go through those in a bit. Yeah, so if you want to check those out, find it on their website. Right. Okay, so Vaultbreakers. We kind of know what it is. We kind of know what's going on, the latest updates in their world. The next thing is to do is to check out the game. Now, the game is available on Steam, and that's going to be the release platform. I don't know if there's going to be any more platforms. They haven't confirmed or denied whether it's going to be on console or anything like that. But we'll see. We will see. Watch this space. Okay, so Vaultbreakers. Let's load into it. So first scene here, you can see. But there's a campaign here. Something we cannot select at the moment, but this is going to come. And this is going to be PvE only. So this is going to be player versus environment. You won't have any enemy players to fight against. So that's something that's coming in the future. And that kind of harks back a little bit to the origins of Vaultbreakers, when it was primarily or entirely a PvE game. And then it changed to be PvP PvE. And now we're going to get the best of both worlds. So that should be cool. So the current season, the PvP PvE season, we're going to go for that. Now you select a server. Obviously we're going to go for Europe, since that's where I am, here in London. Yes, London is in Europe. It's not in the EU. England, Great Britain is no longer in the EU, the European Union, but we're still in Europe. We didn't go anywhere. Right. Let's have a look. So if you've followed my videos on Vaultbreakers before, a lot of this will seem fairly familiar, but it's always interesting to see changes that have happened since, and new directions. And of course, with these playtests, there's a wipe after each one. So when you go back in, you start as a new player, which makes sense. If you're an existing player and then you go into a new playtest, you're not really going to have much to test with a lot of the changes. So it makes sense to set everything back. But of course, that's just for the playtests. Okay, so we have the characters. We've met them before, but I think they have names. I can't remember if they had names in the last one. Names as in rather than sort of a generic mage name, they had a specific name. Like now we have Sparkwing, Nymera, Lumiri, Bjornir, nailed it, and Thora. And we've got 3 more slots for potential 3 more champions, Vaultbreakers, to come. And if we just remind ourselves, we've got Sparkwing, which is basically a mage, ranged, kind of squishy. We've got Nymera, single target damage. Oh, a reminder, we don't have any healers in the game anymore, as I understand it. All characters can heal themselves. They have this ability where their damage that they take, they will regenerate. So there's no specific healers like there was originally. So they're all kind of damage dealers, but some are better at AoE, some are better at tanking, stuff like that. So Nymera, single target damage. We've got Lumiri, strengths are shields and area control. We've got Bjornir, who is more of a tank, so durable and crowd control. So things like taunt, stuff like that to manage the aggro. He's melee. So those first 3 are ranged, he's melee, and then Thora is also melee. She's durable, but I don't think she is as tanky, or she's tanky in a different way to Bjornir. Single target damage. So those are the 3. The 5, sorry. I don't know which one we necessarily want to choose. So if we look at the difficulty 1, 1, 1, 2. So that's interesting. The tank is normally sort of the most basic character, right? The melee tank. But he has difficulty 2, and she has difficulty 3. I'm definitely not going to play her. So maybe we'll go with... what do we want? I'm not sure. I think we're going to... I can't remember who did we play last time? Unsure. Let's go with Nymera. So this is the Haven. Let's remind myself of the keys. And the controls are something that some people love and some people, I don't know, maybe don't. But we're WASD moving around. We've got our cursor to aim. We look in our cursor direction. And then we have our abilities, which are the mouse. We've got the 4 abilities here. Right, so we've got left click. I don't know if we want to go through her abilities. Actually, we do, because I want to remember how she works. And there might be training dummies around somewhere that we can test on, but we don't really need to. So left click is basic attack. I guess it just goes... you heard, just goes in the direction of your arrow, of your cursor. And then we've got the right click. So the way that each character works is a little different. I don't think we want to go through them all specifically here. Her thing is, while in combat, a spirit bloom will appear nearby every 10 seconds. Picking it up will give it energy and ability. So each of the characters has an energy bar of some description. They have a way of filling the energy bar, and then once it's full, or not necessarily full, but then they have ways of using that energy for something. Well, it says while in combat. I guess we're not in combat, just shooting at random things. Now, there was some training dummies around, definitely before, but of course the Haven's been reworked. It's starting in this sort of ruined state, so we might have to just look around a little bit for it. So it drops a spirit bloom when you're in combat every 10 seconds. Picking it up, which might be for you, might also be for your teammate as well. Picking it up gives 20 energy and 10 ability power. Basic attacks generate a stack of focus for 2.5 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Each focus stack grants extra attack speed. Again, that might also buff your teammates as well. When at 3 focus, so every attack adds a focus. When you're at 3 focus, basic attacks add the moth mark, which lasts for 8 seconds. There can only be one enemy with a moth mark. Basic attacks hit against the target with a moth mark deal an additional damage and generate energy. So you shoot stuff, it gets this focus on it, which means you attack faster. Then when you've got 3 focus on it, it becomes a moth mark. And when you're attacking stuff with a moth mark, it does more damage and generates energy for you. So hopefully I haven't just walked past anything. So we've got some chests and stuff here. Hydra shot, fire 3 projectiles in a narrow cone, then dash backwards. Each projectile deals magic damage and stuns the target if the enemy has moth mark. So a lot of our abilities are probably going to be better if the enemy is moth marked. Soaring strike, cast a piercing moth in a line, granting vision and dealing magic damage. Recast to dash to the moth and remove it. Okay, so this was Q, this is spacebar. Remember, we can aim, let it go, and then we can jump to it if we press again. And then Emerald Barrage. So this is where we spend our energy. So if you look at the bottom here, we got our health bar and we got our energy bar. Health bar is full, and it says 90% of all damage you receive is converted to wounds, which are passively recovered over time. Sorry, I do have a really itchy nose. And then spend 100 energy to shoot 5 piercing projectiles for 2 seconds in target direction, each dealing magic damage. Projectiles deal up to additional damage based on the distance travelled, and they reveal the target with the moth mark. Right. Oh, why my nose is so itchy. Avatar of the Moth, we've got that. Recoverable health from the wounds. Right. Okay, so we kind of know how we work. So, let's talk to Milloween. Okay, so this is a bit weird. I don't know. To me, when that says talk to Milloween and it's flashing like that, I think I want to click on it, but we don't. We press F to talk. Take this Vaultbreaker insignia. It lets you use the leyline crystal behind me to teleport. You will need it for what's to come. We get some bandages and we get some feet. Sabatons of endurance, extra health, and movement speed. Right, and then we get a quest. I don't know about you guys, I tend to not read the sort of the lore and the stuff in the quest. I just quickly look at objectives. What do we get? So, teleport to Wolfswood, search the East Ravine, find Atos. We get some ley energy, which is needed to progress later. We get a tunic, and we get small healing potion. Right. So, there's some stuff that we haven't unlocked yet. You can see here, challenges, unlocks at 150 ley energy. So we have storage. Remember, the idea is that it's an extraction game, so you will gear up appropriately. You'll go in, and hopefully you'll extract and come out with more than you started from. But of course, if you die, then you're going to lose some stuff. I don't think you lose everything, but you will lose some stuff. Okay, we've got perks for each champion, which we haven't unlocked yet, but we will do as we level up. Emotes, friends and stuffs, and parties. Right, so get back out of this. Right, so we've got here a camera in the right place. I'm not sure where we want to be with regards to the camera on this, but let's maybe move over here. Then maybe appropriate. Right. Go to the mission map to choose mission location. There are different maps. Wolfswood is the starting one. Flunks, Blood Swamp. We've got the Artifact Refinery, Titan Factory, Emberwing over here. A lot of stuff that's not really... Some that maybe can be unlocked. Some that's coming soon. Okay, so we can unlock the Artifact Refinery at some point. The rest of the stuff is coming soon. Right. Wolfwood is a place where Lorna provides. You choose. Oh, you can choose here. So solos, you will only encounter solos. You can encounter both solos and duos. I think we'll go with solos because that's likely to be best. Now, what's happening? I start it. Mission starting soon. So I guess this is like the you're queuing. You're waiting for the lobby, right? Right, waiting for other players. Missions can be very punishing. Do not expect to survive most of them. All enemy attacks can be avoided with practice. If you die, you lose everything you're carrying. Okay. Find an extraction portal. So, of course, we had the map. The map is so much better than it was before. Nice. So, I'm here. You can see me moving around. We've got various other things. These are portals, I think, that we can escape in, but they will not be available yet. You got a new piece of gear. Open your inventory. Oh yes, we forgot to equip our stuff, didn't we? No heals. The heals might not be quite as important as they were before because we had those wounds that are going to recover everything. Hey. Get a leaf. That's kind of cool that when you go into that, your peripheral vision shrinks down. Right, so we've got a quest to search the East Ravine. Now we can see how this properly works. Okay, now we have the mark on it. Okay, she attacks really fast. So a lot of this stuff you're going to collect are going to be... You're either going to sell them for golds, or you are going to use them as stuff to reagents. Use them to... Oh, there's a sapphire pebble. Hello. To craft things. There is crafting in the game. Remember to use my abilities. Get out of range there. You can see that you can dodge the attacks. And if you've, of course, if you're familiar with Minion Masters, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces in this, which is cool. Shield generator. Add a 600 health shield. Okay, so we've got that on our 2. Got a health. Tier 1 building materials. Okay, so that's probably how we're going to upgrade the Haven. Hood of power. So we've already got a hood or headpiece already, but this is giving us health. This is giving us ability power, which is probably going to be better for us if we don't take the damage. Right, so we've got a question mark on our map, which you can see here. So we know that there's some kind of quest over here. And our quest is to search the East Ravine. Remember, when we've got the focus on it, our Q will stun it. We can pick up duplicates, because then, of course, we can sell them. I don't know what that is. Maybe energy? I'm not sure. You can see we're up to 200 energy, so we do have our sort of big ability that we can use. Who's this? Okay, this is Atos. Caught in a curse and is unresponsive. Right. You're welcome. Return to the Haven and talk to Atos. Escape using the extraction portal. Locate whoever was attacked west of the Southern Stone Circle. Southern Stone Circle. Okay. We did get something here. We'll equip that. You can, once these extraction portals are loaded, then you can extract. I hear something going on here. Is it another player? No. Am I scared? Definitely. Oh yes. Oh, these are our flowers that we pick up. Okay. Remember, when we pick them up, we get a hella haste buff. You can see on our health bar, this grey bit is the wounds that will regen. So we will lose health, but we'll get most of it back out of combat. Go in a lot of the bushes to break line of sight and to hide from people. Can we shoot this? I'm sure. It doesn't have a health bar, but it does take damage. Okay. I just got absolutely destroyed. Well, we did what we needed to do, which was the quest. Unfortunately, all the good stuff that we picked up, we lost. Which kind of sad. To keep any items you do not wish to bring on missions, you can place them in storage. We have nothing to store because we lost everything. Right, talk to Atos. There's a guy here. We didn't do the optional escape, but we did something. Right, mend the Leyline Haven, place the core shard in the Leyline Crystal, upgrade Leyline to tier 1. That's in the middle here, if I remember correctly. Okay. Increasing Leyline energy. Ley energy allows for teleportation to more areas. Okay. Do we have enough to do that? I don't know. A shard used. Okay, so it doesn't look like we do, or we do. We do have that, okay. And we've unlocked perks. So, looks like we can have up to 4 perks, and we're going to get various options. So the first one is polymorph. Avoid the next minion damaging you and turn into a polymorph for 3 seconds. Moth Inspiration. Every 10th basic attack against enemies with Moth Mark, reduce the Soaring Strike cooldown. So this is going to be like stuff to keep us alive. This is stuff to do more damage. Don't know. How do we put it up there? Select a character perk and then select a perk slot to equip it. Okay, I don't know why that didn't work the first time. Or maybe I'm just stupid. Okay. So, we've still got our quests over here. Press J for journal, I guess. Bring up the quest log. Have we done this? I think we've done this one. Okay, so we can turn this one in. The Milloween, familiar with her, of course. Garrick Hallowfang. Oh, here he is. Another NPC, might give us quests, might be a vendor or something. Okay.
I'll be around, closer than you think.
Tier upgrades. Okay, so you upgrade him and he gives you some bonuses. So tier 1 gives us extra armor. Be all stuff against computer players. Can we easily click this? No. Okay, light armor. So that's, I don't think that's an item. I think that's kind of a buff. Not sure. Let's find out. Okay, it looks like it. I don't know where you see those.
Watch your step. These days sharp. The shadows have eyes and claws.
The video, the audio loud enough. Turn it up a little bit. Probably make it too loud. Let me know in the comments if the audio's okay. If it's not, then this is a video, so we can't make any change to it. Okay, so we can upgrade that further, but then we need stuff. Now, he did give us some things that we're going to use because we don't have anything else. Didn't really look at. Oh, tab brings up the loadout. Seems I've just started doing that, so apparently that's a natural choice to do. Right. We got our quests here. Explore the ambush site. Okay, so I guess we're just going to go back in. I don't know what this 83 is. Tier 1 83. Look, if you know, let me know. It seems when you see an enemy, you can see this number, so I wonder what it means. I'm going to take a quick screenshot of it and then post it in the Discord and ask if they could tell me what it means. Just this number, please. We've been asked 1,000 times. Is it obvious? I don't know. Apparently not, because, well, is it obvious to me? No. You can see where his attack's going to go, so you can dodge it. We've got to pick up the flowers, remember. That's your item score, a sort of show of overall power. Okay. I would have guessed that, but what was making me second guess it was 83 seemed quite high for just starting. So if you can see the enemies, it gives you an idea of if they're like far too strong for you to be fighting or not. So this is somewhere to teleport. Missed a lot of those attacks for some reason. At least we can stun him. Oh, I got stuck there. Oh god. That was... yeah, let's not talk about that. Maybe we'll clip that out of the video. That said I took 50% of my stuff, right? Okay, so she is pretty squishy. I didn't realise she would be quite that squishy. If we look at the stuff, we did keep some stuff, not any of our... I wonder if you lose your items, but keep your backpack or something? You're heading to mission with items in your backpack. Oh yeah, good point. We don't want to lose... okay, well we can take the... these bandages? No, they're cloth, okay. So this video should do one thing at least, is give you a good idea of what's going on. What it won't do is show you some epic skill-based gameplay, that's for sure. Right. Remind ourselves of a quest. So you can see there's other quests here, but these are the quests we have. So we're over here. Let's head this way. Hopefully we won't run into anyone. Well, we killed the dead tree. That'll count. Okay, find some iron. Didn't get here. Clip it. No, I didn't use that, but I guess it does damage, so we probably should use. Once we got 100 energy, we can do the ultimate. I don't know. Okay. Didn't die. Ooh, okay. This scared me, but it's the dead one. Okay. I guess you don't have vision round corners and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, relax. Okay, so we can't harvest that. We need the herb sickle. Like a cave that we cannot enter. Visibility. Tier 1 building materials. We're finding some good stuff, but the question is, can we not die? And I guess once the... it looks like this is open. Once the portals are open, like we could potentially get out. Like, how greedy are we going to be? Oh, that's a big one. Die! I think when they roar, they summon other ones. Blink stone. On our 2 key. We loot everything. This is a health. Oh, this is a health thing that we cannot use. Fringe. What I might do, kind of cheesy and a bit weak, but I might just extract here. Just so we can say that we actually didn't die one time. Don't know if I picked up that flower or not. I don't seem to immediately see it. Maybe it should spawn a bit closer to you. But it looks like there might be somewhere to get out here. It would be kind of sad to do the whole video and not like extract one time. I'm sure I won't get cyberbullied for that. So, is the portal? Brief extraction. Oh, big guy. Oh! Blue Golem. Forest Elemental it's called here. Oh! Oh, I couldn't get away quickly enough. Now I know he does that, I can save my Q to dash out of there. Big brain. I don't know, should we be brave or should we not? Okay, so you trigger it, we've got 30 seconds to survive. Perhaps that also sort of shows up on other players' maps to show that that's happening. So they're like, oh, someone's trying to escape. Let's go and ruin their day. Okay, so we haven't got any stuff. Our gear, so 81, we've got no gear. 81 is, I guess, the base. Wait, what happened? Where'd this go? Did I miss it? Was I supposed to stand in it? Hello? Did I mess up? Quite possible. Okay, so we have a timer up here, so it's 9 minutes showing. So there is a limit to how long you can be in here. I think there's like a storm circle that sort of closes in, like Fortnite. What's this? Don't know. I did a thing. Yep. I saw you, and I'm not interested in fighting, thank you. Okay, we're in some kind of storm. That guy looks kind of scary. Oh god. Oh god, that really hurt me. Okay, this is bad. So we get to keep some of our stuff, right? And we didn't have any gear, so it's big brain, right? If you have nothing, you can't lose it. Okay, so tier 1. 80 looks like it's the base. Why does it start at 80? Don't know. Your basic hits cover wounds for 10% of the damage done. Okay. Kind of like that, because it's going to heal us. But you can see how squishy we are. I'm not sure what killed me, but I exploded. Okay, so let's go to our storage and store the stuff that we have. We might have some of the stuff that we needed for this guy's quest.
Keep your voice low.
Who had the quest that wanted us to get stuff for them?
Greetings. Goodbye.
Oh, maybe it was not him. Maybe it was in here. Okay, of course we can't access that now. I wish you could... I don't know. Maybe you can access it. Having stuff in a storage that you can't access directly is always kind of annoying. Okay, so we have 2 of those. Oh, we need 20 of those. Holy crap. Don't know. Do we get that back? Maybe. Right, let's go again. Did I mess up with trying to extract? Like, I feel like... Was I supposed to stand in that circle to extract? Is that what went wrong? I was like waiting the 30 seconds for it to be like, oh, it's now open. Not, oh, it's now disappeared. Lesson learned, I guess. Oh, we've got a headpiece. Let's go. We've got some gear to lose. Oh, I should have opened this before. Okay, so I hope people make some quest... Hello? What happened there? I don't know. Did I click it again? Who knows? What's this? Something. We got something. They're very fast, and when they hit you, they hurt a lot. Didn't like that. Oh, this is our... I think there's another one here. Oh, little monopath! So cool! It is cool if you're familiar with the Minion Masters universe, the BetaDwarf universe. Very cool to see familiar things. Your heart is mine. Get that buff after the fight. Big brain. Wishies wish. Wish he wants to join the Haven. It's just... Okay, so it's insta complete. Get our loot. There's 2 big werewolves here. How do we feel about fighting them? Same. Okay, one of them moved. Keep doing that like ability and then getting stuck in it while he's charging me, so I can't get out. Okay, need a herb sickle for that. Where are you? Oh shoot. Exactly. Oh my god. I'm dead. Oh, they de-aggroed. Okay. There is a god. We wouldn't have fought 2 of them at the same time had I known that there was 2 there. So our health is going to regen, but slowly. I think I should do the Q on him when he's stunned like that. Okay, that was a little better. There's a teleportation thing. You should be able to, I think, see on the map that shows you where it's going to go. Thought I was going to kill him with that big attack. Okay, so maybe you can do that barrage quite quickly. It doesn't seem to have a long cooldown. Oh, hey, there's Karmic. Do you remember the last video I made when I couldn't remember this guy's name? Nailed it. He wants us to go back to the Haven. What other quest did we have? Or the ambush site on the road outside the ancient tower in Wolfswood. Ancient tower. Do we have any question marks? Outside the ancient tower. Good. The road outside the ancient tower. The Wolfswood is like the whole area, right? Listen, just gonna... Okay, so these things, right? This, you see this teleport crystal says 2 next to it. That's going to go to the 2 one, so it's going to go up there. We can't use them yet. It's mean to show them and then you can't use them. Explore the ambush site on the road outside the ancient tower in Wolfswood. Does it say ancient tower anywhere? Not that I see. I don't know if I or not. When you're playing a range character, you've got to be more aware of running into stuff and aggroing extra stuff. Got this thing. Oh shit, there's 3 of them. It's bad. Gonna de-aggro, right? It's gonna de-aggro and we're not gonna die. Okay. No problem. Never in doubt. I knew there was 3 of them. Oh, okay. You can kite, but not too far. Which is, you saw like both sides of it. That kind of screwed me that I couldn't kite him any further, but the fact that I couldn't kite the other guy any further actually saved me. But he's still low HP, so he doesn't heal, so we can just go back and kind of cheese that a little bit. Okay. A Bara relative. Oh, I'm in the vines. You know my friend Bara? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where we're going here. The ancient tower, I don't know where that is. Could it be more obvious? I don't know. Oh, ancient tower, look, here. Ooh, it's here! How many people were screaming at this, like, the last 3 times I looked at the match and didn't see that? Sorry. He's going to de-aggro in a second, surely. Oh, you can still hear him when he's running away. Let's go. Like in WoW, I think when that happens, it says he's evading. Okay. I think it's kind of like a little bit of skill to kite inappropriately, getting the distance right. Activate group extraction. I just want to see how this works, right? Because the last time we screwed it up. You're supposed to like hide for a while and then go back. But what I'm assuming is that there's going to be a countdown, and then when the countdown finishes, whoever's in here is going to get extracted, aka me. I'm not like just running away from the fight, I'm just seeing how this works. There we go. Okay. Successful. We do have a success at some point in our gameplay. So that means we got out with our gear and the stuff that we collected, which may or may not be useful. Okay, so Goldbelly's here now. General goods shop. Gonna give us some lay energy. And then we now his shop, so we can buy some gear, so we can have sort of some base gear, at least some base feet, and some healing stuff, should we require it. And I imagine as we do stuff for him, then we can get more stuff in there. Okay, so remember, we want to make sure that we don't go in with our stuff. What's this? This is an accessory, which I don't think... Oh no, we have unlocked accessory slot. So how's our gold doing? Got 150 gold. One of the things you do is buy a gold pouch. 25. You can also buy some feet. I don't think it's necessarily worth it. The reagents might be useful. But let's not... Oh, we've got a new perk. What do we have? A slow moving... Oh, replace Hydra shot with pinpoint shot. A slow moving projectile with increased range and no self knockback. The stun no longer requires a moth mark. But there's a stun based on how far away you are. I don't know, I feel like that knockback's quite useful. Get us away from everything. Which one is the soaring strike? Okay. No, I don't know. I don't know. We'll just leave it for the healing one. Right, how are we doing? Right, let's go back in. I like the way I looked at the map like 8 times and didn't see that ancient tower. Oh, Wishy's here now. Wishy wishes you would wishlist the game on Steam. I don't know if I have. Probably. Okay, so that's our chest. This is... Pick up your daily resources here, so log in to get daily stuff. As we do more and more quests, we're going to populate this haven with more and more people and things. We still haven't unlocked the challenges, which we need at 150 ley energy. How much ley energy do we have? No idea. Probably being blind and missing it again. Okay, so we're going to start in a random place. Sorry that my nose has been just itchy. I don't know what's going on. Scrat Invasion is open. Right, let's try and make some progress with our quest stuff. So, Ancient Tower. We're right next to it. That appears to be our only active quest. So, Ancient Tower. Explore the ambush site on the road outside. I don't know what this did. Did it give us like a speed buff or something? Did I just open that, or was it just coincidence? Unsure. What the hell? He turned into a werewolf. Did not expect that. Once bitten. You picking those damn things up afterwards. Received quest item. What do we get? No idea. Explore the ambush site on the road outside the ancient tower. This has got to be the road, right? Right? Oh, hello. That appears to be exactly what we want. I'm going to get hit here, mate. Okay. Follow the road and look for the bandits southwest of Pinecrest Farm. So where are we? We're here. Pinecrest Farm is up here. So I'm going to follow the road. I don't even know if... Did I even... Yes, I got stuff like that. An extraction portal has been triggered. So someone's triggering it. Does that mean it's this one? Looks like it is. So that might be someone close by. But you know what? I'm going to say that I'm going to leave them to it. Primarily because I don't want them to kill me. Saw another bear down here somewhere. Oh, there's someone there. Their gear level 84. So, like, no, I'm stronger than them. But probably not ability-wise. We might be able to go into the ancient tower. Might be a terrible idea. Yeah, it definitely looks scary. Looks like the kind of thing where we need to be careful with the aggro and not pull everything together. Might be able to line of sight this guy to get him out. You can see on the ground where his ability is going to land. Hello? feel like I just like use all my abilities and then when they're on cooldown it's feel a little bit useless. Zombie. This guy's very slow. Reddit. You drop me some gold. Oh, I shot him just as he was about to hit me. I'm enjoying this. Okay. Seemed appropriate to randomly yell at. Oh, he got through. Oh, I got the Cinderella slipper. It's all impenetrable. You know, we can kind of smash our way through it. You definitely want to be careful here. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. I wasn't looking to see where his ability was. Okay. Not dead. Still can't use these heals yet. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Wish I could use that heal. Phone was buzzing. Was it anything important? Kind of. But must. Okay. I'm kind of scared of this because we died in this storm last time, and I don't know if it was the storm that killed me or not. We want it. Storm's back here. How do I get out? Is there an exit here? Okay. I don't want to go in that middle. It looked scary with that great big vine. Right, we're looking for the bandits up here somewhere. So we're just going to follow this. Someone's been here. Sure, that's not. Well, can we attack this? That just seems like just something you have to be careful of. Okay, we don't want to go this way. Where am I going? I want to go over here. Storm, I feel like, is following me. Right, where are we? We're here. Okay, we want to go up to the Pinecrest Farm up here. This is just... I think that's just a speed boost. When we clicked it and then something activated, I think that was just a coincidence. Southwest. Oh, hello. Oh, that's kind of cool. Definitely going to kill myself with that at some point. Follow the road and look for the bandits southwest of Pinecrest Farm. Does the flower always spawn on top of the target? Southwest. Go over here somewhere. Oh, there's definitely bandits here. Oh. And there's a bandit outpost there, but that's not to this. It's gotta be this west. Oh, there she is. Okay, this is gotta be this, right?
Vaultbreaker.
No! No! Oh, you mother flipper. I didn't have my ability to dash back, and then we died. Okay, so it looks like we've been going for about an hour. Just long enough? Do you want more? I don't know. Have I edited out some of the things that I did that were really embarrassing? Probably not. Half the reason we make these videos. Most of the reason you watch them.
Our destiny is at hand.
Okay, gotta find a dwarf.
Path is set.
Reach the deepest part of Deep Fang Den. Summon Gondrek using the horn. The horn. Okay, so the horn is something we've been given. So that means we should probably not put it. Not use it. Okay, well we got out with stuff there. We lost. Seems like we do lose our stuff, but we keep our other stuff. Did we complete that quest? Follow the road, free whoever. Should that be whoever or whomever? We have a quest log. Maybe we have to turn it back into the person that we saw? Kind of makes sense, right? Once that guy gets on top of me, that melee dude, he just murked me. You can of course change whatever character you're playing whenever you want. I mean whenever you want, as in the lobby. You can't change it in a mid-fire or something. Okay, let's maybe do one more and see how we get on. But I think it's giving you a good idea of what the gameplay loop's kind of like. Yeah, pretty much it. Give you an idea of what the game is, genre-wise. Mission starting soon. Soon is now. Now the changelings, I think the changelings are... I don't want to get this wrong, but I think they're like bot players. If there's not enough people in a lobby, there might be bots. But I'm always of the idea that if there's bots, the game should be obvious they are bots. Okay, we're going to go straight to... Well, let's kick this. This is going to be sick. Oh, God! Okay. Okay. They aggroed before. I thought I was close enough to kick it, but I wasn't. But they were close enough to see me. And boy, did they nearly kill me. We have to remember, we've got no gear, so we are very weak. Okay, we've got a shield generator. You've got to remember that. 600 health shield for 2 seconds. So if we're about to get murked, press 2. It gives us XP, but what does the XP do? We don't have an XP bar, do we? I'm unsure. Let me know in the comments if you know what XP does. Like, our strength is basically... Oh god. All defined by our gear. I don't want to die here, but I think I shall. Everyone feels stronger than me! Maybe we can find out what the XP does. Okay, I think that's enough now. We don't want this video to be 8 years long. Maybe we'll do another video doing a bit more gameplay. Maybe some other players, some other types of characters. But this does end soon. The playtest. Right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. We've found out a lot more about the latest update in Vaultbreakers. Remember, join their Discord, follow their website, wishlist it on Steam if you want to get involved, and there is another gameplay test coming up. Hopefully I'll get a video about that out sooner during the gameplay, so if you watch the video you can go, oh, let me check in, and we'll get involved in the test. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, as always, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and although this is not Minion Masters content, we still of course have the awkward wave.